Merry meet Pisces, Pisces sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. This is a 2-week reading for all you Pisces, starting today, the 12th of May, 2024. This is Ariel, and we are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch. Moderating today on YouTube are the lovely Shirley and the lovely I Am, Her Eminence. Moderating on Twitch is the lovely Dre. Thank you so much, moderators. And thank you, Pisces and friends of Pisces, for joining us today for this 2-week reading. I'm today reading with this Golden Tarot by Liz Dean. And I've already purified with my own homemade Queen of Hungary water. And you can find a link to the recipe and how to make your own Hungary water, plus a link to purchase this deck should you desire to, in the video description of this video on my YouTube channel. If you were watching us on a restream on YouTube and you don't feel like watching the shuffling I'm about to do, you can fast forward through it by using the timestamps right in the video description. If you are on YouTube, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. If you're watching on Twitch, please make sure that you follow us on Twitch, and you can watch on Twitch without any ads when you subscribe to us there. This does go out to a lot of people, so if for some reason it doesn't seem to apply to you personally, Pisces, you can check out the zodiacal readings for your other signs. Or also remember that we have a general reading for all signs every single day but Monday. You can find the most recent restreams of all the tarot readings right on the website, arielscorner.com. arielscorner.com. Just click on the free online tarot readings link right in the main menu. We have a shop, and that's at arielscornershop.com. arielscornershop.com. Right now that's a bunch of affiliate links, which means that we make a small commission off of each and every sale. But we are converting our shop into a full retail experience, and we'll have a soft launch of that new shop with limited merchandise on May the 21st, and then we will have the full launch sometime early in June. So we'll let you know as soon as we have more information. If you'd like to give a donation, you can do that by going to paypal.me/arielgatoga. paypal.me/arielgatoga. If you're on YouTube, you could use a super sticker, super chat, or super thanks if you feel like giving us a donation. Thank you so much for being here, Pisces. I so appreciate you. Let's give this deck a nice clean cut, and we'll see what's in the cards for all you gorgeous Pisces. Okay. 3 of coins, yahoo. 9 of cups, wow. 8 of coins, you're doing great. Very enviable reading here for all you Pisces. Well, who doesn't deserve that more than you? Nobody. You've been working hard, you've been doing all the right things, and it shows. Look at all that hard work. And it's coming forward. You are in a place of great magnetism where you are really pulling into your life all that you desire and require, and recognize how magnetic you are so that you are very clear about that. So you don't accidentally start pointing that magnet at stuff you don't want. So you are very, very magnetic. And that's because you've been working at that. You've been working on yourself. And the way that you've been working on yourself has caused this magnetism to be up, really fortified. This 3 of coins here is that work that you've been doing that at sometimes it seems like it's going at a slow pace. Like, well, okay, it is. I can see that there's some movement in the right direction, but are we ever going to get there? I understand, but recognize that this is the slow and steady wins the race card, and that doesn't necessarily mean that it won't and that it isn't picking up speed and momentum. But this nice baseline of slow and steady wins the race is a very important place to be. And so even when it does slow down, it's never stopping, and it's always being more and more prosperous. There's always more and more prosperity as you go forward. But like I said, that doesn't mean that just because that's the baseline that there won't be times when you really do increase that prosperity. And that's what's happening with this 9 of Cups, is that you do have the ability, not only with the financial parts of your life, but with anything else you want, to have a big increase and pull in what you need and pull in what you want. And it's telling you the way to do that here with money. And with other things in the physical world, any other assets that are important to you. And that is really using your attitude as a magical tool. Just looking at your attitude as, let's use money as our example. So these coins are representing money. Every time you spend money gives you an opportunity to wave that magic wand of attitude. What are your thoughts? What are your feelings? What's your attitude when you're spending the money? Is it, it's too expensive, and oh, I hate that I have to pay this bill? Well, remember how magnetic you are. That's going to just basically think of that as telling all of that money, okay, now go out and get me more to be upset about. Go out and make sure that there's more for me to complain about financially. Or you can say, let's say you had a big unexpected auto payment, auto repair that had to happen. And so you're so resentful about that, and so resentful. And you're like, oh, I wanted that money for something else. And that's going to give you more of that. But if you stop yourself and you just say, well, wait a minute, this is my opportunity to wave my magic wand. I'm so grateful that I found somebody that can repair my car. I'm so grateful that I have a car that's working now. I'm so grateful that I had the money to spend on this. I know that it was scary for me to have to come up with all this money, but I'm grateful that I was able to do that. And now I'm so looking forward to all of that money coming back multiplied. It's not going to change anything in your mind. It's not going to make anything worse to do that. It's not like everything's going to get worse because you changed your attitude. It's not going to cost you more money to change your attitude, but it could very well, and according to this reading, will create magic seeds out of those dollars that you're spending, which seek out and find more money to come back to you, so that all that money comes back multiplied because of how magnetic you are. So your attitude is your magic power. It's your big superpower. We've got a Six of Wands. You've got a higher power at work here. You've got the Empress. You've got the Goddess of Prosperity at work here. And we've got the Hermit. You've got your inner guide at work here. You've got it all going on, Pisces. You are just shining. There's not one negative card in the whole bunch. Not one. Because even when I was talking to you about the attitude, that wasn't saying that you're going to have a negative attitude. It's just reiterating the power of having the attitude of what you want. But it looks to me like you're being guided. You're being led. You are learning how to be a prosperous person, even more so than ever. And that there's a higher power going on, especially in your career or work or whatever creative work, whatever work is important to you, that there's a higher power working through you to not only make sure that you get your needs met, but that your work benefits everybody, even people that you don't think you touch. For instance, let's say you're like a massage therapist and you have somebody come into your practice. And since you've got this higher power working through you, yes, of course you're going to heal that person. You're going to make them feel better. Everything's going to be wonderful. Maybe you get a great new client out of it that comes in frequently. All of that's wonderful. But what you don't know is because of how much of a difference you made on them, they're going to go out and bless all these people that they wouldn't have had the ability to bless had you not given them that treatment. So you're really being used for a higher purpose. And that higher purpose doesn't disclude you. The higher purpose includes you. So you're, yes, being used for a higher purpose, but that doesn't mean that you're sacrificing anything. It means that one of the people that you're supposed to benefit is you. And that's what this Goddess of Prosperity, this Empress card, is all about. Look at what she's doing. Nothing. And yet she's the most prosperous being in the entire deck. Everything comes to her. She's so magnetic. What do we say about magnetism? She's so magnetic. She just sits there and everything comes to her. Think of the Disney princess that's in the woods, and all of the woodland creatures come and they make her dresses and they get her things and they do things. They do her hair. I mean, they do everything for her. That's you. That's you. So this is the power of poise and prosperity. And the more poised you are, the more prosperous you become. The more prosperous you become, the more you have to offer to everybody else, and the more everybody else benefits, which makes you even more prosperous again. It's a beautiful, beautiful cycle, and you're right in the midst of it, and you're doing everything right, it looks like. And if you're not doing everything right, now you know what that's supposed to look like so you can get right back on track, because I think you know exactly what you're supposed to be doing. I don't think that you really need me to do anything for you today, Pisces, except for acknowledge the fact that you're awesome, that you're doing really well. This is my fave. I love this card. This Hermit card is bearing light on every situation in your life, but you must ask for it. That light will not be shined in the darknesses of your life unless you are willing for it to be done. The powers of the universe are such that they will not attack you. I think of this as an angelic force. Angels don't attack people. That's not their goal. That's not how they work. That's not how they operate. I don't care what any stories you've heard about angels. That's just not how they operate. They are there as servants of the higher power. They are there as helpers and messengers, but they don't go in and change things for you. But they will, and they can when you ask. So this is your inner guide. Whether or not you like the word angel doesn't matter. This is your inner guide. You think of it as like a GPS system. The GPS system doesn't get mad at you. Like if you have a GPS going on in your car and you keep missing the turn, it doesn't say, "You stupid bitch, didn't I tell you to turn?" It would be funny. I think they should do that because it would be hilarious. But that's not how it works. It's very patient. It says, "Make a U-turn." Turn left. Okay, now make another U-turn. It just over and over again. It just keeps telling you how to get there. And eventually you'll get there, even if you keep missing the turn. The same thing goes with your inner guide. Your inner guide says this way, and it's up to you to listen. Now, but what else you can do with this inner guide, because of this lantern here, it is ask for the light to be shined on any part of your life which is scary, which doesn't seem to be working, which seems to be a problem, or things that you don't understand. You can just ask, shine your light on this. And since you asked, that lantern becomes bright and you start to see what to do, or sometimes it just shines it away and you see it's not really anything for you to worry about. It's just nothing. And then if you don't know what to do, you ask, what do I do? And the guide says, do this, say this, don't do that, don't do anything, keep your mouth shut, whatever it is, you'll be guided. Isn't that wonderful? You're amazing, Pisces. I'm just so thrilled with all of this. This is just such a perfect reading. You're doing everything right. Continue to do everything right. And if it doesn't feel like you're doing everything right, let's just shift your understanding into listening to that inner guidance, finding that poise and that prosperity, and you'll know that you are on the right track. All right, a couple meditations for you should you be interested. Based on this reading, the Empress card has a meditation called Lessons from the Goddess of Prosperity, and the Hermit card has a meditation called Working with Your Inner Guide. And you can find all the tarot meditations by following the link in the video description of this video on YouTube. Amazing reading, Pisces. I'm so proud of you. You are doing so, so well. Thank you for being here, and thank you to the amazing moderators. Today we had the lovely Shirley, I Am Her Eminence, and Dre. Thank you so much, moderators, and we'll see you in 2 weeks, Pisces, for another reading. Blessed be.